All right, Dynasty Trades in 5, episode 27. I'm Clay.
I'm Shane, Elijah Mitchell's biggest fan.
And I am Scott, and I'm looking forward to Shane talking about Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah, Shane, what's going on? You just don't think he's good at football, right?
Well,
Nothing special about
doesn't
him.
matter. Yeah, there's nothing special about him. He's a guy. He's fast. But to his credit, he's been given an opportunity and he's run with it. And then this week, he actually, the 49ers even threw him the ball just to see what that was like because Jermichael Hasty is a trash can. So I guess he's good at football. I don't want to admit that, but he's good enough. He's good at fantasy, which is all we really care about, right?
Yep. Scott, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is just one of those classic examples of where the dynasty community just can't wrap their heads around what the draft evaluation was, what we thought the landing spot would be, and everything, literally everything has said that Elijah Mitchell is the guy, and people just haven't been able to believe it. He's gotten hurt. He's come back from injury. He's taken the job back over. Jeff Wilson was active this week. Nothing. I mean, it's his job until he loses it. I think that's where we have a hard time accepting the fact that this isn't going to be, hey, next week he's benched and it's another guy. It's going to be his job until it's not, until he starts performing badly. And I think that's the problem with, like Shane's argument. Yeah, he's had a couple 100-yard games. He comes out this week. They can't really establish the run. They get down big. Well, guess what? He's in there for passing downs. He has 5 catches. That was the knock. Oh, he's never going to catch passes because, apparently they never let him even get targets, but they did this week. So I think you have to start looking at him. I've made mistakes in the past, not buying in on guys like Chris Carson, selling guys like Aaron Jones after his second year because, man, he doesn't have any draft capital. There's no way. If I can get a first, I'm elated, right? We've adjusted a little bit to where I think Elijah Mitchell's worth a first. People are paying first. I've seen it happen.
Yep.
But the question is, is he here to stay? And if you believe in the run game, it's his job until it's not his job anymore. I don't think there's anyone currently on the roster right now that's going to take his job. So unless he gets hurt, I think we're probably undervaluing him.
Let's say you're projecting a 2022 first, and it's going to be the 108 to 110-ish. Are you giving that up right now for Elijah Mitchell?
Me?
Yeah, you love him. So you
no,
Scott?
No.
I think he's worth that. Would I just blindly pay it? That's tough because I think the first comes down to, can I get something that I like more with that first? Can I get a better receiver that I like? That's probably going to be in wide receiver 3-4 range in the class. It's probably going to be RB 2 to 4 in the class. Now, if that's good or not, you don't know that. You're just kind of pigeonholing like what that pick could be just based on real rough estimates of what a typical draft class looks like. So I think it's tough to give up it's the flexibility of the pick. It's what else can I get with the pick? What can I package with it? What other player can I buy that's better than Elijah Mitchell versus he's not worth that pick?
Are you going Devonta Smith or Elijah Mitchell in a 2022 third is one that I saw.
Devonta Smith by about a billion.
Scott?
Yeah, it's
pretty close for me.
I do think Devonta
the RB
Smith
aspect of it, the fact that he's an RB, I think makes it really close.
It is, but I also think the fact that, this is going to sound crazy, but I think the fact that you throw in that third, I can probably go buy at least a running back start with that third. So just from a process standpoint, I think the biggest thing with Elijah Mitchell is, what do you think his long-term outlook is? We've always historically faded these guys that are day 3 picks that people just think they can't hold the job. This dude's going to be a thorn in the side of this backfield for 3 more years because he's there, he's cheap, he fits what they want. So it's really, how convicted are you?
Going Mitchell or Monty?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm taking Montgomery all day. And if someone thinks Mitchell's worth more than Montgomery, I will make them give me additional assets because Montgomery is head and shoulders above Mitchell because he can actually play on all 3 downs as opposed to Mitchell, who's lucked into some receptions last week. But anyway.
Elijah Mitchell and Nico Collins or Keenan Allen? 12 teams, start 10.
Ooh. I think I'll go Keenan Allen still.
Yeah, I'm not giving up Keenum for that.
Elijah Mitchell and a 2022 third, or Tony Pollard and Kadarius Toney.
Well, I love
Overall-
Tony Pollard. So the fact that I can get Tony Pollard back, I mean, it may never happen this year. It may never happen at all. But if the opportunity presents, I'm pretty sure it will happen. So it's really that's a process deal right there. You could smash that deal, one Zeke injury away, and you've just lapped the field with that deal. So the upside built into that trade is massive for me. So I think I'd take the Pollard and Tony side.
I think the Kadarius Toney part is the part that somehow, even though I laughed at him, scoffed at him all off season, is the part that makes that even more interesting, because Mitchell is doing what we hope Pollard can do one day. There is the upside there, and there is the spike if anything ever happens to Zeke, and then there is whole Kadarius Toney. He's sexy when he gets more than one target a game.